Good morning, guys. Welcome back. We have the new Master Duel Forbidden Unlimited update here, very early on the 22nd here. I have predicted some of this stuff, predicted that this will not be a big ban list, but it's very interesting in seeing whether we will get the Predator Plant Verter Anaconda banned because Dragoon is coming back, and also seeing what is happening with Temper. So I called a little list. We will definitely see some stuff coming back from the list. I have not taken a look at it, so let's do this together. We are clicking, and it comes on December 5th. This is very interesting, since normally when they release this ban list, the day of the release is normally also the day of the release of the new pack, which would be December 5th. This is very early. Normally it's around the 10th, which would be in 2 weeks roundabout. We don't know a lot about the upcoming set, so very interested in seeing what else will be coming. We will know this on Monday, I guess. So let's see. We have cards to be unlimited. I can scroll down quite far. We have Trickstar Light Stage going to unlimited. It doesn't really matter, but playing against Trickstar, I don't know if you ever played against this deck, is a super annoying deck, which can definitely kind of lock you and have this cycle effect. I really hate the Trickstars whenever I played against them. Then again, this is just the standard bring stuff back from the ban list that doesn't need to be there anymore. Totally fine. Trickstar coming back. Chronograph Sorcerer here, a Pendulum card. Not quite sure. Still at 1 in the OCG. Interesting. Pendulum effect. During your main phase, you can destroy this card. And if you do, take one Time Gazer Magician from your hand or deck. I don't know if cards you control is available. You can special summon this card from your hand. Then you can special summon a monster from your hand. Oh, this sounds very strong. If a card you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. Then you can special summon a monster from your hand, which means that you can go with 2 of those into the pendulum. How is this guy called? This Link 2 Pendulum guy that's forbidden in every format. Interesting. Maybe this is strong because of that effect. Who knows? But coming back to 3, not really important. Cards to be semi-limited. We have a light. So this is everything that comes back from the list. So not that much, honestly. I would have expected more, since they normally want to clean up the list out of stuff that is no longer too strong. We definitely have a lot of archetypes that need stuff to come back, like Kashtira, like Sprite, in order to be once again powerful. Maybe Telements needs something back in order to be playable again, but we are not seeing this in this update. That's fine. We have cards to be semi-limited. A Lightning Storm going from 3 to 2. I definitely like this, since I have 3 of these. We also have this 2 in the TCG, and the OCG has it at 3. Not quite sure why we are doing this right now, especially not because, I mean, in a tournament setting, when I play best of 3, then I definitely go ahead and sometimes side in 3 Lightning Storms, which is then better than 2 Lightning Storms, obviously. But I'm not quite sure why we are doing this right here, since in the normal best of 1 format that we have in Master Duel, I don't see any reason to play 1 Lightning Storm in any deck. So not quite sure why this is happening. And I'm also not quite sure, maybe you can let me know in the comments if you know that, since one of these Lightning Storms that I possess is from this free bundle thing. The question, so from the one-time bundle deal, as it says here, the question is whether I will get 30 crafting points, since one of my Lightning Storms is not decraftable. But I'm not quite sure how this works. You might know this. And then we also have cards. Well, this is everything in the cards to be semi-limited. Okay, so it is a small list. Oh, cards to be limited. Dimension Shifter is going limited. Interesting. Going to 1 off. This is definitely a hard hit for every deck being able to play Dimension Shifter. This is not a hard hit for Temper Dragon, since a lot of Temper Dragon lists have played without even 1 Dimension Shifter. Since I've also done this in the beginning, right? In the beginning, I was like, okay, if everybody plays Temper Dragon, you don't want to play Shifter, because then it's really, really bad. But let me tell you, having only 2 shifters was rough already, kind of, and having 1 shifter, I mean, a deck that is able to play shifter will still play shifter, I think this is a step in the right direction somehow, since Dimension Shifter is actually a very toxic card. We have this at 3 in the TCG. I was able to win a tournament here in the TCG a few weeks ago, having Temper Dragon with 3 Dimension Shifters. The Dimension Shifters can just, you drop the Dimension Shifter and then your opponent is just like, okay, I have to pass my turn. So it's kind of like a max C, maybe even worse in some cases. Also bad for you when you are the Tempai player. But okay, this goes to 1. I'm not quite sure, but we will approach this, and I will also make videos concerning regarding this, I've already done a video talking about the new Ryziel archetype that will come to Master Duel. If you have not seen that video, go check that out in the top right corner. I'll also talk about Malice, the other big one, the two big new archetypes coming after Fiendsmith. They are definitely more shifter decks, so we might already see a setup here in order to make this less good. But all in all, I have to say, shifter going to 1 I like, especially since I have 2 shifters, which means getting my ultra rare crafting points back. So as of right now, it seems to be the case that we get 60 crafting points, if I'm correct with my lightning storm. This seems to be okay. We are going Feltis Null from 3 to 1. I only have 1. Sure. Why not? I guess. But which deck was ever playing triple Fairy Tail Snow, right? I mean, back in the day, Telements kind of did in a 60 card pile, so you can mill with grass and then get multiples of them out. Or these really annoying decks when the first Ishizu cards came out, the millers and the shufflers. This deck that could basically kill your entire deck in one turn when you max seed them. They were also using the triple Fairy Tail Snow quite irregularly, since if you make one of them or bring one of them to the board, then it's kind of hard to get it off the board again. If you use a rank 4 XYZ, you get stuck under there, but having 3 of them definitely powered these decks up. Then again, I don't know if it's so important going to 1. I think it's fine. TCG it is forbidden and OCG it is at 1. Not something that has terrorized the meta. So I'm really interested in seeing whether we get this artifact Scythe forbidden, which is the new tech in Duel to basically lock. This would be something that we definitely want to see. Fairy Tail Snow and Dimension Shifter are not the most impactful cards. Oh, Psy, Frame, Gear, Gamma going from 2 to 1. Definitely a lot of changes here. TCG has it at 1, OCG has it at 1. I think this is the point where you want to play the other Psy frames. Oh, no, it's a Psy frame. Because if you play this package now, then right now it's very bad only having one of these. But you could go ahead and play, and TCG is doing it sometimes, playing the Delta, which I think is the spell Trap Negate, right? This is Spell Negate, and the other one, there's another one that should be a Trap Negate, right? If I remember this correctly. This is a Trap Negate. So what you could do here is you could just play Gamma, and then you could play, I don't know, 1 Delta or 2 Deltas. I mean, it would be fine since this is at 2 right now, and we would play this double Gamma 1 driver package. But now with 1 and 1, I don't know, it's maybe a bit too low when it comes to actually drawing this card, and don't draw this brick, which I always draw the driver. You can let me know in the comments if this is also what you are experiencing. But you can now go ahead and put in 1 Delta for spell negation and then 1 Gamma, and still have the same setup, kind of. So yeah, interesting. We have cards to be forbidden. Pot of Prosperity. We are for Pot of Prosperity goes to 0. The first format where this happens. Okay. Sure, I guess. This is kind of an insane card, since the ability to see the top 6 cards of your deck is just crazy. Super consistent, so I'm definitely not mad about this. This definitely a hit that will be felt by a lot of decks. Also Tenpai, so this is an indirect Tenpai hit. Then again, not having this damage half ability here will also help Tenpai, so it's like good or bad. You can definitely argue about this. Okay, Pot of Prosperity going to 0. I wasn't expecting this. Is this everything? No, right? It is everything. It is everything. Full. What? This is such a strange list. Why? Why Pot of Prosperity going to 0? I don't understand. What is? I don't understand a lot of these hits. Why this? This is not really in the meta. I kind of understand the Dimension Shifter. Don't understand the Snow. I understand Gamma. A lot of decks are playing Gamma and don't understand the Pot of Prosperity, honestly. But yeah, once again, a very strange list, I have to say. And there is no Predator Inverter Anaconda being banned. But sometimes they just announced this a few days before the release of the new pack, so we might still see this here. I definitely was expecting a direct Tenpai hit, maybe to the field spell, but that might be something that we will most definitely see in the next Forbidden Unlimited list. But interesting. Let me know in the comments what you think of this Forbidden Unlimited list. Thanks for being here. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, hitting the thumbs up and the notification bell, and we will see each other in the next one.